where did Peter Obi, for example, got his support from? And I will be breaking it down for you. For example, the biggest votes, or the highest number of votes that Peter Obi got, was in the North Central, where he got 1.4 million, no, it's in the Southeast actually, where he got 1.9 million votes, followed by North Central, 1.4 million votes. And then he got, in South-South, 1.2 million votes. Northeast, 315,000 votes. Northwest, 350,000. Southwest, he got 846,000. Southwest, actually, he got most of those votes in Lagos, in the Southwest. That means that if you look at it, the North Central, in the Southeast and South-South, that's where Peter Obi's major strength is. I'm going to show you that of Bola Tinubu, and you perhaps will understand. I'm being joined by Chief Peter John Ame, a former IPAC chairman. Thank you so much.
Okay,
you are Peter, isn't it? Too?
Yeah, Peter Ame. There's no John.
Oh, there's no John.
You want to baptize Peter and John together at the same time.
Chief Peter Ame, thank you so much indeed for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
A lot of Nigerians are criticized and say, look, Peter Obi is not sincere. How would you say that you want to run for one term? He has constitutionally guaranteed under the law to be able to run for 8 years, 2 terms.
The issue is that people really misunderstand the Constitution a lot. What every candidate that's running for either governor or president has is not a guarantee to 2 term. It's a guarantee 1 term
but
of
you
4
have,
years.
You have the
it's
allowance,
written in section 35,
freedom.
section 135, subsection 2, for you to perform for 4 years. And you have the freedom to revalidate that mandate by going back to the electorate to be re-elected. But if a person, I've known Peter Obi for a very long time, and I'm saying this, I've been in the political cycle. You've known me for close for years, I've been IPAC secretary, IPAC chairman, a lot of other things. I'm not doing this politics now because I want to, be somewhere or just get salary or just participate in the government. No, I would have had those opportunity long time ago. We are looking at how to save this country. Peter Obi is somebody that has conquered greed, is moral and politically upright and disciplined. Very disciplined. How I wish many Nigerians could just be used as people who go to him so that they can get mentored. Because let me tell you, the level of way he's pushing this 1 term is sacrosanct. It's not something that has been done in the bedroom. Peter Obi will not want to lose his integrity or wants to lose his public, acceptance and appeal by just saying something, goes to the Twitter and say it, go to television, say it on your channels. These are clear statements that he's committed to participating in governance by doing the right thing. What is 4 years? 4 years is a lot of years. If you have the leader that is compassionate and committed, that sit every day, that can have the energy to go through the papers and go through the books, 4 years is a lot of years. Go and look at what is happening in Argentina. Go and look at what is doing in Argentina. Inflation has dropped drastically. The GDP has increased. The people are having, the unemployment rate is working. Just 2 years in Argentina. It took only 2 years for President Bola Tinubu to bring us to this level of leadership. So poor leadership. So we need to be able to understand one thing, that 2 years is a lot of years to strengthen our institutional framework, to put up our discipline when it comes to fiscal responsibility and how we manage our resources. The most important thing you see in our government is that there's so much waste in governance and we don't prioritize our spending. So these are the character that Peter Obi has, that if he brings on board, it will be able to re-engineer how governance is operated in this country. And it's clear. Look, let's not drag this issue of one person saying 4 years. You have 365 days times 4.
Is that
enough to do a lot of
sincerity in it? We've seen situations where politicians go with one statement, and at the end of the day, they have the right to change their minds, and they say, the people have prevailed on me. That's what I said, that's what I want, but what will I do when people say, no, that you must change your mind? You have to listen to the people. We've heard that over and over again.
This country is very diverse. Power is not domiciled in one zone. People will see you. Young people, we must give them good example. That's why, look, I've sat with him when somebody came to him and said, he said, no. I want to be able to leave example behind for young upcoming Nigerians to see that a man can make statement, a man can commit to the statement, and a man can deliver on a statement. Because this is only a pathway to creating new generation that will not see politics from the prism of it is my turn, it is you must grab the ballot box, you must run away with it. These are the challenge we have. People want to forcefully be in government perpetually without even delivering for the people. What we are looking for is that he has a prototype of the plan of what kind of government he thinks he should run. And he's not coming in to come and learn on the job. He's very successful when it comes to private sector, participation. He has done governor before. A lot of people might want to misrepresent his achievement, but there are records to show that he has performed and is committed to delivering good governance to any sector he has participated in. See, this one term, he's not saying it in the bedroom. He's not signing it with 3-4 people sitting down and saying, oh, look, I want to just do one term. He's telling Nigerians that in 4 years' time, if I stay for 4 years, you will see the kind of impactful leadership that you've not seen before. And then we can now usher in a system where it will be representative, that will show representation for the interest of people. You see these 2 terms that we are doing, that people have misjudged from Section 134 to Section 2, to say, no, it's compulsory, I must do 2 terms. If you fail in an exam, will you go to the next class? You shouldn't go to the next class. Even if you succeed in that class, and you feel, a lot of people have had first degree that are not having masters. It doesn't mean that they are not brilliant, but you have to do something that will come to your satisfaction. This kind of leadership we have today are not leadership that we must forcefully put them, oh, they must do second term. And people talk about written agreement. Let me tell you one thing about unwritten agreement. It is even more decisive than written ones. Even more decisive, especially when it's signed with open mind with the people.
Yeah.
I am very confident. I trust in his leadership, and I trust in his success that he will do for you.
You've been around for some time. And the thinking is that Peter Obi said what he said to appeal to the North. And naturally, there's those who will imagine that Muhammad Buhari spent 8 years in office. Bola Tinubu has spent 4 years. And the competition is against Bola Tinubu because naturally Bola Tinubu will get the ticket of the APC and will want to conclude a second term, making it 8 years. So you would have had a North for 8 years and the South 8 years. So Peter Obi will imagine that to pacify the North, if he says he wants to do 2 terms, it would have meant that Bola Tinubu, if he wins, Bola Tinubu will have done 4 years. If Peter Obi wins and does 8 years, it will be 12 straight years of the South, which will be seen as imbalance and injustice because of the unwritten arrangement of the power balance. Now, and that's why I will take you back to how Peter Obi got his vote. Peter Obi got his vote, and there are those who will say the Christian in the North Central, in the Taraba, Benue, Nasarawa, Kogi, Kwara, they were the ones who stood for Peter Obi. And you saw his vote, and he got 1.4 million votes. You saw his vote and what he got in the Southeast. That is his home turf, his region. 1.9 million votes. There are states where Peter Obi, Anambra State, for example, he won in all the local government areas. He won over 90% of the entire vote cast in the Northeast. You look at the South, 1.2 million votes. But guess what is happening? In the Northeast, you couldn't get more than 315,000. Northwest, 350,000. And these are the issues. Appeal to the North. Do you think that telling them he will run for second term will serve?
The North is a very diverse place, and it's a very complex political territory. For me, I don't think the North is as difficult as people want to make people to believe. And people talk about this vote. I really don't rely on this data. Why? Because there are other public data that does not tally with the data announced by any. But let's leave that as it may be. But the fact is that the northern Nigeria that you see today, where comprising from Kaduna, Kano, Sokoto, and all that, his performance was very clear. Very clear. Even in Plateau, you saw what he did in Plateau. What we are saying is that we want an election that is free, that is fair, that is credible. There are a lot of irregularities that is still hanging on the hierarchy today, that if you put them together, you will know that you will sympathize that these votes were totally stolen at the daybreak. Look, there are reports. Have you seen the Premium Times report? Have you seen the BBC report on how elections were stolen? Votes were stolen from Mr. Peter Obi. So at the end of the day, Let's not talk about the North as if the North does not understand. The North is even more politically understanding than any other region of this country. Peter Obi has made an emphatic statement. He has made a public declaration that I want to just do one time so that I don't dig the balance of our arrangement.
So the question is that
balance,
based on the figure and the appeal Peter Obi has, do you think that the North will be willing to concede, or are they listening to Peter Obi? Are they going to be pleased?
I see them listening more.
The votes are in the
there's no party today,
Northwest and in the Northeast.
There's no party today. No, there's no party today that is discussing about who are in the opposition, that who should run for the presidency, that Peter Obi is not topping the list. Even with survey, you can go and do your own private survey and consult it. See, the clear point today, everybody know, when it comes to public discussion today, Peter Obi has taken over and is in charge of the dynamics leading to 2027 election.
Subscribe to this channel for more breaking news and political updates. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.